Hello, hi. If you're joining me again, welcome back. If you're new here, hi, my name is Nikita. I'm a recovering addict. I also suffer from ADHD, BPD, and CPTSD. I talk more about these conditions and how I manage them in other videos that I've posted. Today, I want to do something different. Yesterday was a very difficult day for me. I did post a video about uh, what was going through my mind and all. Today I don't have much on my mind. So what I did is I found an article online, a post online that a redditor had posted about BPD and about dealing with someone with BPD, and it was an interesting read. So I want to read it out with you guys and offer any insights that I might have, given that I suffer from it and I deal with it. So let's give it a read together and discuss um, what what we can do, or what we would do in this kind of a situation. So, am I the asshole for not wanting to be friends with someone because of her symptoms of BPD? I met this girl at work. She seems really cool, so we started hanging out some. She said she was new to the area and looking for friends, so I brought her around some of my friends, and it was fine. Until one day she got angry at a friend of mine for something that was really weird, and then she freaked out on that friend, freaked out on me, calling, texting me, blowing up my phone. She was texting crazy stuff, left me crazy voicemails. She absolutely lost her mind. I completely ignored it, and so did my friend. Planned on never hanging out with her again after that. The next day, she sends me this long message about how she has BPD and can't control her emotions sometimes. How she just moved here because she left a treatment center and she sends me this link about how to be a friend to someone with BPD, which included a lot of tips that basically outlined how high maintenance it would be to remain friends with this person. I didn't respond. I saw her at work on Friday, and she comes up to me and asked me if I got her messages. I was like, yeah, and sort of just walked away. This morning, I woke up to another long message about how much of a bad person I am for ditching her because of her mental illness. That it's not her fault, she was born with a disease and she's doing her best to control her symptoms, and I'm so mean for not caring. I feel like I'm not responsible for dealing with someone acting batshit crazy because of a diagnosis. Why would it make me a bad person to not want to continue a relationship that is certain to be very emotionally taxing? Um we're adults. I'm in charge of my actions just like she's in charge of hers. I won't be flipping out on her, but I'm supposed to what? Study how to handle it? No thanks. I'll be friends with people who can be good friends back to me. Am I the asshole? So, so a couple of things. The first thing is we don't know why she went crazy, or why she started texting so much, or you know, um, why she was blowing up their phone with messages and voicemails. So a very important detail has been skipped in this explanation or this scenario. So I'm going to give the person with BPD some benefit of doubt. But I completely understand that dealing with someone who has BPD is very taxing. It's very high maintenance. Also, it's very difficult to deal with someone who has a frequent change of behavior, frequent change of mood and things like that. But something would have had to trigger her. So that's what I think about it. Let's read some of the responses here. Not the asshole. Am I correct in understanding this is a co-worker? Maybe you can ask her to chill and keep your relationship professional, and let her know if she keeps blowing up your phone or email, you will file a harassment complaint with your manager or HR. you're not responsible for managing her symptoms, and it sounds like she's putting that responsibility on others. If you think it will help, let her know that while you think she certainly deserves friendship just like everyone else, you simply aren't equipped to handle the situation, and you're sorry it's not going to work out. Yeah, so I agree partially with this. I don't think it's anybody else's responsibility to handle your symptoms. It is your responsibility to manage them. And It helps when others, find ways to support you during your management. But at the end of the day, it is your symptom, it is your disorder. You have to take responsibility for it. You have to learn how to manage it, whether you get help in doing that from professionals, such as a psychiatrist or psychotherapist. That's up to you, but it is primarily your duty to kind of take care of that. uh, Not the asshole. Wow, some people, if she thinks people owe it to her to train up on how to manage friendships with her, she should find a therapist. At least they get paid for the training. Maybe you should jot down a few rules of your own. Rule 1: if you come with a warning and an operator's manual. Yeah, so that's funny. uh, I agree with that. Not the asshole for for reacting like this isn't my responsibility. Definitely not. But I think we missed a key detail, like I mentioned, what triggered her. That could give us an understanding what really occurred. Did they kind of approach her differently, say something mean to her? Did they do something that's wrong or something like that? So depends really. um, the third response that I see is not the asshole at all. BPD is a freaking trip. I agree. It's a trip, definitely. They need behavioral therapy. I would not start friendships with people who cannot control their BPD and knowingly make it other people's problem. Call me an asshole if you like. I do not need that in my life and would avoid it if possible. If they find someone who they feel is understanding, they will literally unleash emotional hell on that person periodically. It's fucked. I know I sound like such an asshole right now, but I'm okay with that. Yeah, so this is a little assholery. uh, while it's okay for you not to want to be friends with someone who has BPD, or you maintaining distance from such people, I don't think that's a rule that you should make for others also, that you should stay away. This creates a lot of stigma for BPD survivors and BPD patients. I definitely think you should give them a chance. You should try and be friends with them if they are open about their condition. If they don't know they have a condition, then perhaps advising them to seek help would be a good advice. Um, and apart from that, just saying that you should stay away from anyone with BPD, that I kind of don't agree with. They need community. People who deal with BPD, they need a community, they need friends, they need close allies that can really be there for them. But again, it's not the village's responsibility to handle the symptoms or the reactions. uh, yeah. mm, Let me see if I can find another response. Yes. Not the asshole. Mental or physical illness is not an excuse for shitty behavior. I agree 100%. Any kind of trauma that you have, it can explain your behavior, but it cannot excuse your behavior. You have to grow up. You have to take responsibility, and I think that's what I agree with. Yeah. So. Uh, mm, yeah, so most people have said not the asshole, and Yeah, I agree with most of them. Yeah, I do. The only difficulty, uh, um, mm, yeah, the only difficulty I have in these explanations or these responses that this post has gathered, is that you don't want to completely, move away from wanting to know this person or wanting to be friends with this person just because of BPD. If they're not able to manage their symptoms or their emotions, I understand, wanting to have boundaries with such people, but at the same time, give them a chance. Don't create a stigma around it, and try and support where necessary. So very interesting post, very interesting responses. Feel free to kind of check it out. You can just search "Am I the Asshole?" BPD edition or BPD Reddit, and you'll get the post there. I'm gonna do more of these. I find them very interesting. I usually read them when I have some time on me. It's interesting how people think, and it's interesting that a lot of people think the same way. So yeah, that's about it. I wrote a poem today too. I was listening to a lot of songs, and one of the songs that I absolutely love is "Take Me to Church" by Hozier, and it made me think about a lot of situations in my life and how I face them. It's a very beautiful song. The lyrics are so impactful, and so I wrote a little bit about that. So I'll read that out to you, and hopefully you enjoy it. Uh, Today is day 20 of trying to love something. When Hozier said, "This is hungry work and take me to church," God, it hit me. Not like a revelation, more like a quiet truth. I already knew, gnawing at my bones. Healing isn't soft music and sunlight. It's clawing through the dark with nothing but your bare hands and hope you haven't learned to trust yet. It's a hunger, a deep, aching hunger for peace, for clarity, for someone to say you didn't deserve what happened to you, for a self you're not embarrassed to be. It's the kind of work that doesn't come with applause. It's bleeding in private, sitting in the silence, and begging it to be kind. It's screaming into pillows and still showing up for work. It's making tea for a body that doesn't always feel like home. It's hungry work, starving for softness, in a world that taught you to be hard. Craving connection when trust feels like a loaded gun. But still, I wake up, I rise, I try, I love, I heal, bit by bit. Because even hunger, even this deep aching emptiness, is proof that I believe something better is possible, and that belief is everything. All right, that's that's the little um, poem that I wrote. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching me through my ups and downs. Uh, like I said, I'm very much in the moment. Um so you may experience some days that are not so great, and some days that are kind of all right. Today is one of those all right days, and I woke up feeling relaxed a little bit, and I played some music for myself, like I said, and that calmed me down, brought me back. So, yeah, thank you so much again. If you can, please do some of those beautiful things that YouTube allows you to do: like, share, subscribe, comment, and keep watching. Thank you so much, and have a nice day. Bye.